So I think in the pocket of your manual, you will see this document called Coordinator Responsibilities. So I'm not gonna, Natalie and I are gonna tag team this. We're not gonna read the whole thing to you, but there was a couple things that we wanted to maybe highlight and just point out. So I guess the first thing is like that second bullet where it says, attend and participate in coordinator webinars. And if you cannot attend a webinar, they're all posted on the website. So just, again, we want to make sure that you know how to get to the NAHMS website and how to find those materials. And I can send something out. I'll send the NAHMS link out after the training so everybody can have that again. Anything else on that one?
Yeah, maybe just easy to just bookmark that page, and then because that's where we'll post all of these materials as well, and any other study materials that you might want. So it's probably best just to bookmark it and have it on hand.
And some
we can forward that out to all our people, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. And so that's one of the next bullet was to disseminate all that information to your field staff. So besides the webinars, you know, the events list, the biologics benefit, the launch sheet, anything that we send you, you should just blast off to your field. All right, so the next thing I wanted to touch on was communicate with NAHMS when issues or questions arise throughout the study. It's a big one. You are not bothering us, fire it off. Whatever you want to ask, whatever you're concerned about, just shoot an email, give us a call. So if you feel you and your field staff will not be able to visit all the assigned operations based on the workload projections, let NAHMS know early on so we can develop to help get a plan in place. So, you know, if we can help set up the contacts, if we need to come to your state and help you, that could be an option. If you get a disconnected number or cannot reach a producer, let NAHMS know so we can either work with NAS to get you correct information. We've got a letter template too that we can send out that you can send something in the mail to them if you're having a hard time reaching anybody. So go ahead.
And the consent form for the GOAT study has them listing their email address. So that's another option with GOATs that we haven't done in the past. You can always send them an email. I know I tend to be more responsive on email.
Me
so
too.
that might be a good option as well.
Well, and especially with GOAT producers, aren't they? They all have like full-time jobs, so that, yeah.
Quite a few of them will
That's a
be
good option.
working elsewhere as well, so yeah.
All right, so the next thing we want to touch on is receive and distribute biologic kits. You should start receiving those at your area office, and they are coming in waves. And we will talk more about this tomorrow when we talk about biologics. But let's see. So there's going to be 2 shipments. Your first shipment should already be going out. So coordinators, you are responsible for the distribution of the kits. So I guess if you run into issues or need more, email me and we'll get it taken care of. So the next one, attend the summer training. We are here. Look how many things have already happened. So again, this is being recorded. You can use this recording to go back to your states and train your field staff. You know, hopefully you can do in person, but I don't know how that works on your end.
And also, any of the documents in your manual, if you need more copies of that to train your field staff, like tomorrow we're going to do scenarios and we're going to do a Tableau worksheet as well. If you want those to train your field, let us know and we can send those to you or print them off and get them to you too.
Amy, so the webinars in the summer training, I noticed the webinars were canceled on the Outlook. So
Right. So that was this training. And then we got approved for the in-person training. So we scratched those out. So what we thought we would do is schedule some maybe 1-hour time slots for you guys when you train your field. So if questions come up that you had trouble answering, we can be on the phone and have a Q&A session or, you know, help you out. So yeah.
Yeah, if you want to let us know when you're going to be training your field, and we can be on the line to answer any questions, or I'll plan on just setting up a couple hour segments where you guys can call in, and we'll plan on doing this as the study progresses as well, just having a setup time where you can call in and we'll answer any questions that you have going on. I think you'll see a theme throughout our training is that communication is key, and we want you to know that we're here for you. Communicate with us throughout the study, and I think it'll make the study go smooth and hopefully result in great response rates as well.
Yep.
So you're not going to do any more webinars that the field can participate in?
I don't see us doing any more webinars, no.
Unless you let us know that there's something you want specifically, we can put together a webinar for it. But hopefully this training will cover everything in detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for us to physically get together, so the webinars, I like that idea, that our field could call into them as well as coordinators.
Right.
Yeah, I like that.
It makes your job a little bit easier.
And these materials you can send out to them. So you can still do a webinar format where you have everyone watch the materials on their own. And then I can be there for them to all call in and we can discuss any questions that came up. So it could still be set up as a webinar format.
Is there any material that is not supposed to be sent out that we've talked about thus far?
Nope. The coordinator responsibilities. No one, and not everyone needs that. But otherwise, yeah, everything is free game to share.
All right, so we're going to be signing our NAS paperwork this morning. So you're going to send all your completed ADM 043 to NAHMS. So, and we're going to dive more into this when NAS talks about the paperwork. So you're going to meet with your NAS person and you're going to sign a representative agreement with them. And that allows you to then sign the ADM 43 with your field staff. So I need all those forms to come to me once they're signed. I do not want consent forms, I just want the signed ADM 43 forms sent here. Because then I need to get copies and send them to NAS.
Excuse me, that's for even other folks assisting with this? So folks that are not here.
Right, so when you do your training, you're gonna have your field staff sign those forms.
Okay.
And we'll talk more about, you know, if you can't do a face-to-face, how we're gonna get that done.
Those have to be witnessed
Yes,
by,
you, or
Want me
the
to talk
coordinator.
so you guys will sign, and we'll go into this next when we talk about NAS, but you'll sign the representative agreement, and that allows you to witness the ADM 043 signing in the field. Now we understand that your field is spread out, so there is the potential that you can witness it over Skype to make sure that they are all being signed by your field staff, because we know in your states you can be, you know, where you can't reach them. So that is an option if they cannot come to your location for a training.
So maybe make a note somewhere that is how the signature witnessing happened, just so we have a documentation of that. When you meet with, it's my understanding that when you meet with NAS, it has to be face-to-face in person. You can't do the Skype with them. So plan a lunch date.
And we can resend out the NAS contacts as well if
Yeah.
you have misplaced those, so you know who to meet with to sign. What? Do they need to do? You'll need to get the turnover from them, but we'll be signing the forms
They'll be
today.
signing here.
Yeah.
But I already met with them last week, signed 2
Yep.
things, I'm not even sure what they were.
So then you're done. You did your
You
part.
are ahead of the game.
Yeah. All right, so consent forms. If you have not heard from your NAS contact by August 23rd, let us know, like immediately. And we'll work with NAS or figure out who that contact is and see what's going on with the turnover. NAHMS will send a list of the operations that should have a consent form. Please compare all of your consent forms to this list and let NAHMS know immediately of any discrepancies. Is there anything else you want to add there?
I don't think so.
Assign operations to your field staff for them to make the calls and complete visits. So we're going to talk more about this later. Am I supposed to talk about that? Oh, we're going to do the Tableau dashboard later, so we'll talk about that then as far as the tracking. Let's see. The FAMACHA cards.
Yes. So everyone here at the training will get a FAMACHA card on Thursday. We will be going to various operations. Everyone can sign up, and you'll be able to practice FAMACHA scoring there. We have some clinical instructors that will be on hand to help you as well. And then let us know. We have 175 cards, so not enough for every single data collector in the field to have one. If you could work with your state to make sure that everyone can collect, but if for some reason you need more cards, let us know and we can always order more.
Yeah. How much were they a card?
They're $13 a card, so they're a little pricey, I know. So we tried to minimize the number of cards that we ordered, but obviously if there's a great response rate and you need more in your field, let us know and we'll get you more cards.
You get a card, you get a card, you get a card.
Yep.
Okay. So review all completed questionnaires for data quality and reach out to the person who completed the questionnaire if there are any issues. Be sure to confirm the following so that the NAHMS ID appears correct. And I think we want it on every page, don't we?
Yeah, just in case if pages get ripped apart in the mail by accident, it's nice to know who they belong to.
Right. So the questionnaire seems complete, the skips are followed, the data quality looks reasonable, and the totals add up correctly. So those are kind of the quick things you're looking for when your field turns in the questionnaire. You're going to send NAHMS the completed questionnaires throughout the study. Wait until you have a decent amount to send me. I don't really want like one at a time. That doesn't seem like an efficient way to do it. If you need help getting questionnaires to me, let me know and I can email you a shipping label to help. So, and then last we wanted to touch on is to distribute biologic producer reports to field staff to return to producers. You should expect to receive the producer reports within 3 months of sample submission. Please return these reports in a timely fashion. All reports will be sent in a sealed envelope.
Yeah.
Anything else on that?
So your options are you can either mail them to the producer or hand deliver them. Some producers will probably want them hand delivered and they may open them while you're there and want to chat with you about them. It's really up to them. You can answer as many questions as you feel comfortable answering. If you're not comfortable responding to the questions that they have, just remind them to talk with their private veterinarian.
Very good. So again, if you have not heard from NASS by August 23rd, let me know immediately so we can get that going. And I do not want any of the consent forms sent to NAHMS. So I think that's all. Do you guys have any questions on responsibilities?